Aquarium. I haven't left my apartment for days. Even though I'm obsessed with what I've created, it's simply that I physically can't. My phone keeps flashing, my stubble looks untidy, and the rippling, dull reflection and the sounds of weather are becoming obscure to my deafening ears. The brown algae is rooted through the pores of my fingers, and it's clinging itself to rusty flesh like platelets. If I were to detach my hand from it, the roots growing slowly up and underneath my arm would die and poison me. I'm not hungry nor thirsty. The fungus provides me with nutrients. These roots and organisms fuel me. Little round fish occasionally try to pop out from my fungus. Some popping out from the slime of their eggs, some not. They'll add to the millions of tiny worm-like fish already squirming around the tanks and shoals. They tickle me when they squirm through the narrowing gaps of my developing left hand. This tank used to be for normal fish. Goldfish, minnows, zebrafish. Zebrafish were my favorite. They all died, and I never replaced them. I left the light on with the filter switched off in the dead, withering tank for months. A speckled thin brown algae erupted in areas and intensified across all 4 glass walls of the tank. Ready to clean it out, I saw a pulse. Intrigued, I fixed my stare. Rare at first, occasional in the following few days. I replaced the 24 wattage bulb with a 36. Weeks later, I submerged my hand into the freezing, stagnant water. Hundreds of tiny leeches nibbed on my flesh, not even breaching my skin. Ticklish. Hundreds and hundreds of pulses eagerly pumped towards my approaching hand, caressing it on immediate contact. My entire hand is consumed. The roots bulge out in my wrist and my lower forearm. I feel thin jets of liquid shoot up through my veins and arteries. There is a cold, thin band on my arm where the transformation of blood temperature develops. The band rises every day. The scales on my hand are heating up by uncountable periods. The roots are no longer paining me. My hearing is minimal. My vision is semi-thermal. I stick my tongue into the aquarium again and drink the squirming leeches, hoping to temporarily numb the freezing pain that has wrapped around my right elbow. I flex the muscles in my fingers and pop millions of pre-birth fish in my eggs. The leeches will detect them and feast upon the unborn. These scales are beautiful and warm. I wish to never detach myself from this Pandora. My phone buzzes again, but I choose to ignore it. I will eventually be found. I must remove all worry, enjoying my last few days here with true paradise.